Well, joining me on the line now is Darren Cunningham, the new coach for JED-FOREST. And first of all, Darren, congratulations.
Thank you very much. I'm really looking forward to it.
And of course, you've been with Morpeth for the last 3 seasons, so you're attracted to go north of the border. And of course, the hotbed of Scottish rugby is in the Borders.
I've really enjoyed my time at Morpeth, but I've always sort of had a fascination, if you like, with border rugby. I remember, back in the amateur days when the likes of Gary Armstrong and Brian Redpath and people like that were playing up there. And I tried to get up and watch a few games as a child. So when I was a child, but a lot younger than what I am now, anyway. But so it's when I saw the job come up, I thought, well, it would be a good challenge and a way to get into border rugby.
3 years, of course, at Morpeth. A lot of people would say that 3 years is just about as many years as you'd like at one club before moving on to the next challenge. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's to be honest, because I played a lot of rugby at Morpeth as well. I've sort of this year, the end of last year, I just sort of thought, although we had been quite successful cup run wise and successful in the way that we brought some good youngsters through, I just thought that maybe I was a little bit close, getting a little bit close to the players. And not really being able to make an impact this year. I didn't think I would really be able to take them any further than what I have.
Now, of course, you're following on from the retiring Callum Brown, who's been a great servant to JED-FOREST over the past 6 years or so, and it also means you're in contact with Director of Rugby Roy Laidlaw, a bit of a legend, of course, in Scottish rugby.
Yeah.
What sort of qualities was he impressed with you? Because no doubt there was plenty of applications for the post.
I think it was just that, obviously, I'd like to class myself as a modern coach, if you like. I want teams to play modern rugby. I'm not a great advocate of the old-fashioned style of rugby where you have 8 forwards who go and win the ball and all they do is ruck and maul and shove, if you like, and 7 backs who are going to play the ball. I'm a big advocate of playing 15-man rugby and getting a team to play with their heads up and playing a modern style of rugby, if you like, fast, exciting, with lots of pace, power and depth and width, of course. So I think the fact that, I really want to sort of make a mark on the way Jed play and make it exciting to watch and hopefully successful. I think it was just my sort of outlook on rugby was what was impressed them.
And of course, as a player, you were a winger, so you're a pretty fast guy on the wings there.
I was, but that was a while back. I've put a bit of weight on since then. So no, I was probably more a power winger if the truth be known. I did have a lot of success out there, in playing with Morpeth, and I also played for Blythe. I started off with Blythe Rugby Club from Northumberland as well, so and playing for Northumberland development side, etc., etc. So yeah, I enjoyed it out there. I did play a bit in the back row as well because of my size. So
now, of course, man management is so important to the game. It's great to get the squad on your side from day one, and I believe you've already met the guys, and they've given you their overwhelming support, which is fantastic right from the word go.
Yeah, it's brilliant news. It's great. I really enjoyed doing the session, to be honest. But I think the most important thing about being a good coach is obviously having a plan, if you like, or having a goal to reach with the players, and that's what I want to try and encompass with the players. I mean, the players are the most important people, and I'll speak to the senior players. I'll also obviously listen to the young lads as well, and we'll work together in coming up with a game plan that suits us. As a team, not just me as a coach, if you like. I'm sort of there as their servant, if you like, to facilitate success, if you like, on the field. So once the lads cross that white line, it's their decisions. It's their decisions that run the game, if you like. So I want to just in training, just want to try and get the lads making decisions all the time, and hopefully I can guide them to making the right decisions.
Well, one of the things which makes Borders rugby special, as you will no doubt appreciate, is you go along to see Jed or Selkirk or Kelso, and there's a very good chance that you're actually going to see some locals playing rather than bought in from all over the world, literally. So it is traditionally a JED-FOREST side, and it's nice to see some of the Jed Thistle youngsters coming up through the ranks as well. And there's some real talent about.
Yeah, so I've heard. It's really exciting. It's really exciting for me that I'm going to be involved in that. I mean, I know how proud all the border teams are, none less than Jed, and it's really exciting for me. I'm really proud to now be the JED-FOREST coach, and I'm really looking forward to working with young and old. But basically, it'd be great to see these Thistle lads coming up and hopefully going into the first team and making some really good players.
New captain as well, so it's a fresh start all round really. Gary Holborn, former Berwick captain I believe, is taking over from Neil Cook. Is he actually finished with rugby now? Because he did have an injury last season, or is he still in the squad?
He's actually still in the squad. His knee injury isn't career threatening, I don't think. With the medical sort of advances they've got these days, you do come back from that sort of injury now, as long as he sticks to his rehab program, that which I'm sure he will. We should see him back on the park. So
how long is the contract, Darren? Is it just like a year with a retainer if things do well, or what sort of brief have you got?
Well, basically Roy asked me how long I was willing to be coach, as long as they're happy with me and as long as I'm happy with them, if you like. So it's just basically ongoing. It'll be reviewed season by season. And it's going to be a hell of a premiere too this season locally, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. It's it's really exciting because obviously I mentioned before how proud the Borders teams are and how sort of furious the games are, if you like. And I think it's going to be really exciting, especially for those standing watching. It may not be as exciting for you and I, or certainly not me anyway, sitting on the sidelines and watching it. So, but it'd be great for the supporters, yeah. So what sort of coach are you like when you're watching the game, Darren? Are you one of these who sort of lives every second, every kick, every moment, or are you a bit more laid back? I probably do live every second, but I try and stay calm, and I'm not really that animated. I don't want to influence the players that much, if you like. And the way I mean by that is, I would hate to see the players see me losing my temper or shouting and screaming and bawling at the opposition or the referee or something like that, because obviously I want to instill discipline and make sure the lads are disciplined in all facets of the game, so I like to just I like to stand behind the post, to be honest, and look at get a wide view of the field, and so I can make changes, any tactical changes at half time, or I'll get messages on. So it's going to be interesting watching you on the touchline as well as the players this season. Yes. Great. Well, Darren, look, all the very best with JED-FOREST, and indeed welcome to Borders Rugby. I hope Borders Rugby will certainly be great for you. There's a lot of changes going on at the moment, and we wish you all the best. Thank you very much. Thanks. I'm really looking forward to it.